what's happening this week? We're going to transition from an Airbnb to the new crib. We're going to get a freaking rent-a-car. We're going to get our cars. We're going to go over our first day instructions. We're going to start our first week orientation. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
But first, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell. Ding, ding. We actually got our paperwork emailed about our check-in instructions, our first day of orientation instructions. So what it seems like to us is our first day of orientation. We're going to show up in the morning, 7:30. We're going to be there. We're going to do badging. We're being in the auditorium. I guess we're going to go through security, probably get our pictures taken, things like that, make sure our cards work, make sure our logins work properly. And then the same day, for a couple hours, we're going to do the glucometer testing and probably blood draws, phlebotomy stuff. So little skills on how to draw blood off central lines, how to poke people, simple things like that we're all capable of doing. And then after we finish with that, from 10 to 11, we actually have restraints and in-person ministry of learning. So I'm not sure what the inpatient or in-person ministry of learning is going to be, but restraints, patient care is probably going to tackle. And that same day, so while we're getting released so early, is we also have to work on our Epic charting.
Yeah.
So they're going to have us do modules online about how to properly chart an Epic and how to go through different assessments, things like that. And that'll probably finish the day. But this stuff, the Epic stuff, is definitely all remote. So we get to go home and then finish it up at home.
At the comfort of our home because of C19, which is awesome.
Yeah, and also no scrubs for this. It just says to dress business casual, which is pretty much expected.
Yeah. So day 2 of orientation, which is going to be Tuesday, we're actually not going to the hospital. We're going to a different facility in Burbank, Cali, which is a class, Safe Patient Handling and Training Center. There you're going to learn how to be a safe nurse, long story short. And you're going to be introduced on all the lift equipment that facility exactly has, whether it's lift, sliding sheets, the blow-up mattresses, gait belts, special devices that you take patients on, the porta potties and things like that. That's the first half. Then you're going to drive and have lunch from 12 to 1. You're going to meet up in our actual ICU where we're going to work. They're going to have a unit orientation. We're going to take some EKG tests, and from there we're going to find out what days we're going to go back to work, which is probably going to be first day of work on the unit, which will be with a nurse for a 12-hour shift usually. Mm-hmm. More than likely will be a night shift because that's where we're going to work night shift. And after the first day, we're going to just be on our own. And that's the crazy part about travel nursing. You just jump right into it. You better figure it out because you have only one shift to do so.
Yeah. And we also got a third form regarding parking. So there was an email that was sent to us that stated how much parking is going to cost us, where we're going to park, what lot we're going to park in. And this basically is covered by our travel agency, Trustaff. So we're not really concerned about it. We need to park there, so we're going to get the parking pass no matter what. But for these 2 days of orientation, we actually have to park somewhere else before we actually get our passes. So we got to park at a separate church and then a walk to the hospital for the first 2 days. And after that, once you go through security, get all that done, we're going to have our parking passes ready and paid for. So just few different changes with orientation versus actually working night shift.
And me personally, it seems like we have one recruiter and he forwarded the same email to us. So I actually don't have my employee badge number. And I'm actually texting my recruiter right now as this vlog's happening to get that real-time information. And he's usually really good, and that's what it comes down to. You need a recruiter that you have their personal information to, not just a work number. If you need something ASAP, because we have orientation tomorrow morning, it's going to get done. And that's what I love about having an awesome recruiter.
Yeah, the most important thing with recruiter is for sure going to be communication. Yep. Communication and efficiency, because Matt's previous recruiter, it took him 2 or 3 days just to get back to him. Now this guy's great. He's more efficient. He gets things done right away. We have his personal number. We have his work number. If he's not able to pick up a call with his work phone, he reaches out through his personal phone. And it's great communication, and he gets stuff done. I mean, today might be a little different because it's Sunday, so I have full access.
I like how you get stuff done, and he did this. Just like when Peter waves, he has that funny wave. Do the wave.
I don't know, like this?
Yeah, the wave for the ice cream truck.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, he's straight business because if you watch our podcast and listen to us, we're very straightforward. We're very blunt. We say it how it is. And we need somebody to match that energy, and that's that recruiter. He actually just texted me right now. So
yeah, so it's like a third party. So you're not in direct communication with the hospital you're actually working for. You go through your recruiter, and they go through another party to finally get information from the hospital. So that's why the turnover time is a little bit longer, because it's like you asking somebody and them finding out from somebody else what they have to do, what they have to send. So it's a little bit of a time-consuming process. That's why you need somebody that's efficient.
Yeah. And the last thing about that you guys heard about our experience here is that our car is not going to get here on time, right? So Monday morning we start work. The car does not come till Monday noon or evening. So we actually did a rental car for one day. We got a Toyota RAV4.
Yeah.
Been cruising that thing.
Woo. Hopefully,
windows down. I wanted a drop top, man. I wanted a freaking Mustang, but it's okay. They settled for a RAV4.
Hey, I was down for the Mustang, but not everybody wanted to. You know what? Don't put this on me. I was totally down for the Mustang.
Maybe you'll switch your car. Maybe you'll switch your car when we go there.
You two bozos, dude. You two bozos. Luke wanted the economy class car. Matt barely speaks English.
At least I'm not driving a Prius, man. I'm happy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
no offense to Toyota.
Yeah, so that's why we're in our Airbnb right now. And then in a few days we're gonna actually be in our nice place, probably in a pool. Next time we see us, we'll be in a pool.
First,
take your shirt off.
Take my shirt off. First day. I mean, the Airbnb that we have here, me and Peter agreed it's a 3.5 out of 5. There's not a lot of things that we need. Me and Peter are huge in the kitchen. There's missing utensils. Only one sharp knife.
It's a good knife though.
It's a good knife, but
probably
it's
the best part of the kitchen is the knife.
Best part of the kitchen. Yeah.
Good handle. Good fucking angle. Everything's fine.
Yeah. You know how it goes. You know the vibe.
Yeah. We are off to our first day of orientation. Still waiting on Matt here. Go, Matt. We gotta go to orientation.
Let's go to orientation.
So we're gonna hop into our temporary RAV4, drive our happy asses to orientation, and we're gonna do. What's the agenda for today?
I'm tired, man.
He's tired. I think it was we show up there, go to security.
Glucose, security. Oh yeah, first security, then we go do some glucose testing, some online module stuff.
Our name badges, all that good stuff, and then epic training as well. So.
I swear I like your style. Put you in Chanel cause it's just perfect for your smile. Girl, I swear for you I run the world, I'd run the miles. The way you look at me, I think I'm going insane. It's crazy how we started out to what the love became. You need me, say my name. Don't ever hesitate. It's 2 a.m. outside. When I'm with you I feel way too high. You know you got me going crazy, baby. I just need to know that you will stay, please, yeah.
Hola. We just finished first day of orientation.
Boring,
tiring. Had to drink coffee to stay up. Did a bunch of glucometer stuff, as you can tell. Did finger sticking, tying some restraints. We actually met the manager, really cool guy.
That was a she.
No, it's a he.
That's
the manager. You met Mala. Mala's a nursing educator.
I'm a nursing educator.
Anyway, so things are interesting. Peter already starts orientation Wednesday. He's actually gonna be orienting with a nurse. I'm gonna go straight into it because I've worked here before. So Friday night for me, I'm gonna be working my first shift. So that's gonna be interesting because I'm not gonna orient. So 3 months of no work or 2 months, whatever it is, and I'm gonna just bounce into it.
Yeah, for my orientation day, she said I'll probably get 6 hours, and then they'll give me patience at the last 6 hours of my shift. So see how that goes.
That's how it goes, baby. Rising, grind right away. Rising grind. So our cars have finally arrived Monday, but you know what? Now we have 3 cars. So what are we gonna do with them?
I'm really curious on how we're gonna get that car off the back. I've never seen it done before. I'm curious. Wanna try it? I wanna try it ourselves.
So we got our cars. We're gonna unpack them just a little bit. Just one car, just so we can make it to Venice Beach for a quick workout, because we realized that gym memberships are like $140 a month here. So we're gonna try to find a different gym for that, have the best price as we're on a budget, because we're trying to make $1 million in under a year.
Chill out.
Goals,
but the gyms are ridiculous. First of all, they price it bi-weekly. It's not even monthly.
Yep.
So it's like $29.99 bi-weekly. So it's like $60 a week, which is ridiculous.
And most importantly, we got some bass for the house because that TV sucks ass. We're about to party tonight before second day of orientation.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh look who's reaching out. Old friends wanna feature now. They don't work, so they need it free. Ooh, you reaching out from the west side of that old town, but there's no shows till I go down to the open mic. Show love to the real ones that know now. Some of y'all don't know now. In a couple months you gon' find out. Been blowing up from the underground and they stepping on a landmine now. And they know it's my time now. Coming up, I'm on a climb now. Everybody claim they been ballin', but it's looking like they took a time out.
We're ready to move from our Airbnb to the actual place we're going to be hanging out at. It was a fun 4 or 5 days, but now it's time to actually settle in and stop living off a luggage suitcase for the whole week. First orientation, not so bad. Got our parking passes, met at security, got our IDs, had a quick little class with like phlebotomy, glucometer, did the very basics, and then we just left, went on to the second day, right?
Yeah, day number 2 was really short from Matt because we actually showed up to the manager's office the day prior, and she basically told Matt that he does not have to come for day 2 orientation because he's been there before. But day 2 orientation for us in the beginning started off with safe patient handling for like an hour and a half. Then I had to go back to the hospital. We did a bunch of paperwork. We did our EKG exams, long 30 questions. We did moderate sedation. We did how to do sheath removals, how to maintain hemostasis, those kind of things. Those kind of things that we're going to be doing on the unit. And we actually also looked at our ventilators. I probably got to give you a sheet of paper too because you got to get checked off your ventilators to make sure you know what's going on. Because they have different ventilators than I'm used to. I'm sure a little different than what you're used to. After that basically finished off orientation. We got our schedules for the most part. Matt hooked it up because he actually knew the guy. Did you know the guy that did the schedules before or no?
No, first time.
So
I think he liked me.
Yeah, he liked Matt. So because Matt came up to him, told us, we have the vlog going, we have the podcast, we could line up our schedules, and he did that fairly well for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So orientation-wise, paperwork, we're done. Now I have 1 night of orientation with a nurse. Matt gets to skip that, so he's gonna be on his own.
I'm gonna be completely on my own, so I'm a little bit nervous and excited for that.
So we'll see what happens. Orientation's done. Now we just gotta get oriented to the unit.
So those that don't know with travel nursing, the first week you're not guaranteed your hours. And what does that mean? If you're not guaranteed hours, you're not gonna get your full stipend. So let's just say you make $1,000 of your untaxed money. Well, if you work less than 36 hours, you're gonna get 33% deducted. So imagine $330 less out of that $1,000 to summarize that. So I actually talked to the manager and he gave me an extra shift. So luckily I get to have my full stipend. And when it comes to clocking in, clocking out for work, so usually you're going to clock in for your company, your travel recruiting company. So we have that kind of time sheet. And then we have to actually clock in through Kronos, which is the system that we clock in at work. So it's annoying because we clock in twice. But the timesheet for travel nursing, just like 10 minutes of work weekly, not too bad. Can't complain.
Yeah, a little secret I'll give to you guys. If you're scheduled for orientation, let's say like 8 to 5, but you get out at like 3 or 2, there's a clock in from 8 to 5 on your travel agency's clock out hours. Because technically you're supposed to be in that orientation, and usually that's already been approved ahead of time because they know you're supposed to be there from 8 to 5. So you get away with a little less hours than you actually do. Orientation is finally over. We're finally moving into a new place. We're leaving this Airbnb. We're actually leaving this place a lot cleaner than we got it. Subpar Airbnb, like we said, 3.5 out of 5. But first, let's pack our stuff because we're never coming back here. Come with us.
So this is our last time moving officially for the next few months. I've been exhausted because I've been living off a suitcase for a week. Peter is exhausted just by waking up.
Yeah, and our first day of work is coming up. And we have more luggage because remember, we shipped our cars here and we flew here. So we gotta fit extra like 3 or 4 suitcases in the car. We're gonna try to get it done in one move because we do not want to drive back. Yeah. I want to unpack and I want to just settle down finally because I feel like I'm homeless. All right, let's pack it.
So we just officially packed up. This Airbnb was fun, but now it's time to take a freaking real dive into Cali, our experience, and our actual place. So stay tuned for that.
Too high. I feel too high. Yeah, it's going on with you. I feel high. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's going on with you. I feel way too high.
Welcome. We are the Cup Nurses. This is our crib.
We're gonna hang out here for 6 months. Congrats. Let's go check out the place, guys. You know the vibes.
Let's slide in.
Doorbell. We prefer this one though.
Strict no shoe policy. Just take them shoes off.
I love the kitchen because we love to cook. Vitamix is here. We're making protein shakes and we're making bomb-ass meals all day. So we'll get the vlog going on that and show you guys how we cook.
Here, come here. Let me show you the master bedroom here real quick. Follow me. Let's go. Nice little entrance. You got the bathroom over here. Windows open, door slamming. Got the master bathroom here. Look at it. Nice long bathroom. You could fit 3 people in there easy. It's the master right here, guys. This is master room, but I'll describe it for you. Nice little closet. But the best thing about this is this. I don't know, my friend.
This is where we're gonna spend most of our time if we have somebody over. Of course, after a long night shift, you want to kind of de-stress. So this is where exactly what we're gonna be doing. You got a fire pit, got a pool, and got a jacuzzi. So whenever we're gonna have a long shift, you know the drill. This is exactly why you want to spend a little bit more money and have an awesome place to kick it back after working 3 in a row. And this is the way we love to do it.
But check it out.
Little office. This is where I'm gonna have my 2 computers set up, where I'm gonna be doing some work. Guitar.
And this.
Nothing there.
This controls all the speakers in the facility. It's about to get loud.
That loud.
That loud. One more bedroom here. This is probably where I'm gonna be sleeping.
So this is what the first week looked like. We're finally unpacked and we get to finally unwind in the backyard. We're gonna hang out here by the pool, jacuzzi, have a White Claw, and we're gonna prepare for our first week of work. So I'm super stoked about that. I'm super stoked about hanging out here, and I'm excited for you guys to be with us on these little adventures and these little road trips that we're gonna have in Cali. So tune in next week. Bye.